These things happen to push me. There are days where I can't escape from the feeling of just hatred towards the world who just chooses not to do what they should for themselves and for the world around them. But they happen because if I didn't have anything to feel that I had to strive for, then I wouldn't go through with everything that I have to do. Because everything that I have to do is something that nobody ever, and when I say ever, I mean not one existing being in time, in any time space, has experienced my true experience. Now, everyone's going to say, oh, well, you don't know what this is like, and you don't know what that's like, and you don't know what this is like. Well, I do. I truly know what everything is like. Everything. Now, let me just take a simple example, just like of a friend of mine or something. They've got a girlfriend, a baby, a job, and issues with bills. Now, yes, I've worked tons of jobs. I've had girlfriends and relationships and marriages. I've had children, and I love my kids, and I love it dearly, just as most people do to their certain few people that they know. And good for them. I mean, I really am proud that they've learned how to conditionally love. Now, they'll take that as an insult, but now let's just say somebody you don't know is going through the same situations you are, but you're not conscious enough to realize that there's other people out there in the world besides you feeling and living and experiencing, and you think that everything that's going on with you is more important. Now, I, as Dan Alexander, do not feel that way. My life means jack shit. Nothing at all. Nothing. I'm just a hunk of mass meat that's walking around trying to speak to a sleeping world of existing masses of meat. And now if they wanted to look any more meaningful than a mass of meat to each other, they would start recognizing that each other are here, experiencing and living as they are. This one thing all together living to grow better, not to neglect themselves. Now, if this doesn't make sense, I don't understand what else would. But these kind of days happen where the love in my heart, the love in my soul is so pulsating in me with anger out of love. It's not detesting or hatred. It's love. This anger is just nothing but love driven. I don't want to harm anybody. I don't want to harm anything. But nobody has seen the things I've seen, because they weren't I thoughts, they weren't I sights, they weren't Dan mental things, they weren't human being possibilities until now. They just weren't. Other people are going to say, well, I know what it's like to do this. Yeah, me too. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to do this. I know what it's like to do that. But guess what? I don't know what it's like to do it from your specific point in space right now. But believe it or not, I've been in that same point of space, in that same body, in that same mass of flesh. And I'm doing it right now. But I can only talk to you from me. So if I'm standing next to you and I want to feel what your body feels like, I can do it. And I don't like it. My mom had stomach problems. Because I care about my mom a lot and I see her a lot compared to other people, I feel her stomach problems. And I am so healthy, it's ridiculous. But I feel her stomach problems. And I don't want to. I want them to go away. But the only way I can get them to go away is to keep trying to talk sense to people. The closer I get to my mom, the more I feel my stomach pains. Because she'll say something like, oh, I'm having ginger tea today with some lemon and some whatever, all healthy stuff. And I'm like, but you're going to eat meat tonight, right? And you're going to eat something out of a packaged box from the store, right? I'm like, so all the healthy stuff you're doing is being not only counteracted, but trumped by the stuff you're doing that's not healthy. And you don't want to hear that. And I know, but I'm sorry. I care. And I am standing up for what is truly right. If there's people out there that are saying, hey, man, these guys, they fight in the military to defend your freedom to pick poison from whatever poison outlet you want to go to. Those people don't care about you. They don't care about you. They're not putting their life on the line to defend you. They're putting their life on the line to prove something to themselves or someone that they need to prove something to, which in turn is themselves. I have nothing to prove to anybody, not even myself. I'm just telling the truth. That's it. Nothing more about it. I don't want congratulations. I don't want thanks. I don't want anyone to be mad at me for it. It's just here for them. What they're truly mad about is that they're part of it and they don't want to be. They don't want to fess up to their own ignorance or their own unknowing. That's the issue they have, not me. Me saying, hey man, these people are harming you on purpose and you're letting them because they say that they're the ones who are, it's legal to do this and it's legal to do that. But the people that are illegal the most are the ones that are telling you what's legal and not legal. You're being bound by a system that has you bound. You cannot escape it until you say, I won't take part in it. I'm a living, breathing being and I deserve to be respected. Simply as that. I'm not harming you and I don't expect you to fucking harm me. Because I'm not going to follow along with your little mind games anymore. I refuse to. I haven't been doing it for years. And I've lost everyone and everything. And I'm not talking just my family and friends. I'm talking the world. The titles that I use to explain things are only because I understand what we do with language. But I know that they're not that. Because I've been them too. And I'm going through the same thing. All the time. I can't escape from it. I can't go to sleep. I close my eyes and go to sleep. I sort of lose control of, when I'm awake, I have more control of my conscious mind. When I go to sleep, I have less control of my conscious mind, but I'm still very aware. Like, it'll be like death in lives that, and all this horrible stuff that's real. It's not some movie playing back in my head. It's me experiencing it in non-time. But then when I wake back up into my body, I'm in time and I can be more in control of my senses, in control of my nerves, because I've really worked on that. Now, I've been trying to not feel negative when I go to sleep, but when I come out into the world and I act like Dan Alexander and I hang out with his mom and dad and his brother, who his brother chooses to, eat garbage, have health issues. My parents choose to eat garbage, have health issues. My friends and kids and all that kind of stuff are just eating garbage and having health issues and mental, most of all. Most of them don't know their physical health issues because it takes a little more time for those minerals and chemicals to go through your body because your body is pretty strong trying to fight it all off for quite a while. But when you kill it, it can't fight it off. When you keep moving it and stretching it and liquidating it somehow to keep those things moving and passing through your body, you can somehow help yourself. But if you're stationary, sitting around doing nothing, which most people are doing now, and eating that garbage, they're killing themselves. So because I care, I'm putting my life on the line to protect people from their own ignorance, including everybody else's ignorance who's pushing more ignorance on ignorant people. Now, I don't know if that's a bad thing, because literally I know it's not. And honestly, I know it's not. For sure. This is the right thing to do. I know in my heart and soul that I'm doing what God wants each of us to do, because I have no separation from it. I do know what the being who created this all feels like, because it merged with me years ago. And it's not just me. It's still operating everything else like it always has. But it's available. Always has been. But it's trying to show it now in easier methods. People just are wanting so much more because in a human body, they're thinking, if I'm God in a human body, then why can't I do all these amazing things that blah, 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 blah. Because if you wanted to see what life is like as an orange, you're not going to get out of an orange and act like a human being because now you're an orange and you want to be a human being. But you're a human being and you wish you could be some character in a whatever. You will be, and you are. But you're interpreting it from your sensory perception, from your little point in time, for your space. So how can you deal with all this negative stuff going on in your life? Well, now when you see that all the stuff that's propped upon you from the beginning can be ignored, let go, and you can still live a happy life without the garbage, the money, the sex and bullshit. Yeah, we have sex for reproduction or even for fun, but not for propaganda, not for money, not for using each other in deceitful reasons, for love, for the continuation of our species that's doing the earth itself a duty, a job to Mother Earth, to be part of nature, not do a job to a government or a world leader group as a part of a society. A society has dumbed you down so much thinking that I'm part of this big group of people who are doing this important stuff. Oh, but we got to harm these people? Oh, that's okay because we're big important people and we got to harm these people because, yeah, that's free and that's fair. but it's legal under terms of contracts. It's just so idiotic. I can't act like it doesn't matter. It does. I can't even walk around in a fake world where my kids literally don't know they're being lied to, or maybe everybody just knows they're being lied to but chooses not to care and doesn't really have the oomph to do anything about it. But I have to, until someone either shuts me up or the world starts listening. I have to do this because I love you guys, and there's no other choice but to be the truth. Not tell crazy stories, not tell whatever, not do whatever like that. No, to just be the truth. All these other people are out there doing that right now. They're telling you all these stories from somewhere that they read it. This is all from one point in time that I'm trying to keep connected to without letting the world around me that I see infect the thoughts that are true with somebody else's idea of what could be. Because I know what is. I don't need to ask. I don't need to even look. The funniest thing is when I look at anything that someone tries to show me that's something history so they can show it to me, I already know it because I was there, and I can see when it's wrong, and I can tell them the difference, and I can show them how it's different and how I'm right and they're wrong. I can do it every time, and I don't want to. I hate it. I don't want to be someone who makes other people feel stupid. I want to bring people up to their highest level. I'm not comparing them to me. I'm just telling them the truth. Once again. I'm going to leave it at that.